stuff have an effect on you. You lose your historical perspective. The people elect idiots. And the old thing, Nero fiddled by Rome while Rome burned, is just what they're doing. It don't mean Nero's sitting there fiddling, playing a fiddle and Rome is on fire. It means that he was incapacitated. He didn't know what to do. He couldn't do nothing. And everything he did helped the fire. That's the way America's declined. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And then they want to stop us. They stop us. They ought to send the last few things they got over here so we can at least help them. I ain't going to let you niggas help me. I don't want your help. But good. How to wear the Negro down. How to wear boss man down. Okay. This stuff is how to wear us down. It haven't worked. We're too used to it. You can't wear us down. I don't care whether they leave the water run over there. Can you imagine the water was running almost for a month there? That can't happen. They got to call. They got to send a guy out and turn the water off. The water's out there, right? Then the pump wasn't working. And the pump would pump the water out there so you'd step in. Oh, the water's supposed to be water downstairs, right? And then the heater that keeps everything, you go down there and look, oh, the heater's off. Somebody turned off the heater. So that whatever happened, hey, man, I can't wait to go talk to him. That's what I'm going to tell him. I'm going to bring some pictures of Oakland and everything. I'm going to say, y'all, this is crazy. He says, this has nothing to do. I said, I don't care. My time is to say what I want. I'm going to say this. So to get up, be on record, Okay, explain championship rounds. Okay. We've been in championship rounds. I want to explain it for the 50,000th time. And number one, it's just like George Foreman and Muhammad Ali. George Foreman was so bad, he was knocking everybody out in the first, third. He'd never been over 5 rounds. And Ali knows that. So all he's got to do is go over 5 rounds, and he's going to be tired. And you remember how Foreman is looking at the end? He's just like washing windows. He's not even hurting. And then maybe it was the 8th round, 7th, 8th round. He'd come out, and that's it. And he was shocked. See, George is kind of a friend of mine, and his trainer is a real good friend of mine. Charlie Shipes is a good friend of mine. That's because George used to live in Oakland. He's back down in Texas now somewhere. But anyway, George was shocked, and it did a deal on him. So when he came back, he had to be helped not only physically, he was weighing 320 pounds, but psychologically. And my homeboy, Charlie, helped him do it. Yeah, that was his trainer, and also he fought for the middleweight championship, and he got into business, and it takes away your feel for fighting because you're getting so rich. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. So anyway, not that we was in the penitentiary together. And we grew up. He was older than me. He's the one that brought Sonny Liston by. I'm out there hustling. Sonny Liston was in the car, and he was looking at me so mean. And I'm a youngster. I was just playing, of course. I said, I ain't scared of you. I don't mean I wasn't, but I was just saying, because ain't nobody scared of you, And he was with my friend that became the biggest man in certain things. So I knew why they was together. Just when I seen them, I just knew what they was. Okay. No, you got to realize what we're doing. Remember Sugar Ray Robinson, Pound for Pound? Sugar Ray Robinson could knock you out backing up. That was rare for fighters. So when we out in the ring, we can go any way we want. We can sidestep, bam, hit him. We can back up. And what do we use? We use his weight. He's leaning towards you, and you just, I'll tell you, it don't make no difference what everybody believes. Dear people in the audience, we're whooping Boss Man so bad. His eyes is puffed up. He's bleeding from his behind. Hey, ears is bleeding. Boss Man is in bad shape. And we're doing it. We're taking full credit. Yeah, I mean, we're doing the physical, psychological damage because we're telling them what's going to happen, and it's happening. Then why would all of these things be happening to Boss Man, and it has no sense to it? We use the word discombobulated. That means that he just, nothing working. It's there, but it's discombobulated. That's what happened to the Boss Man. And he should have picked on somebody else because longevity has its place. You fight somebody for 50 years, you're going to be there that long, you got to learn how to fight him. And you may trick him so much that you use what God give you. You don't use, I got to dress up like David and Goliath. He tried to put on that armor, Saul's armor. He said, I can't fight him with this. I'm going to take a slingshot, right? Something he used every day. Nigga used selling wolf tickets, talking trash and all that. He used it every day. That's what God gave him. That's what he's going to use. That's what we've been using. Yeah, we've been using it. And psychologically, we slap boss man gets slapped around. I don't suggest Chinese use it. They got to figure out their own formula. Russians, they figure out their own formula. But if they take 5 or 10% of what we're doing, it'll boost up their game a little bit. That's what we say to Chinamans and all the people like that. Use your pattern, but pick up 5% of this Negro stuff. That 5%, man, look at here. It'll get you over all the way. Because he won't expect you to use nothing. He thought he done degraded us so much that nobody's going to listen to them. They'll listen to their music. They'll listen to all that. But they're not going to listen to what they say. That's what they think. That ain't so. Hey, we're living in a time now. This is basically our time. We don't have to fit into anything they say. This is our time. Allah is hooking us up. Allah has hooked us up already and look like it's getting better. We don't have to last the time they say. We don't have to fit square things in a round hole. We don't have to do none of that. That's what they told people they have to do to be a success. In order to be that, you're going to have to get an organization. You're going to have superior organization. And you're going to have this bull crap. We whooping the white man backing up. That's what you have to understand. Pound for pound, Sugar Ray Robinson, right? He was knocking out people backing up. That don't happen, right? You don't hit people. You got to be leaning forward. That's true, but not with Sugar Ray. And we know who we use as our. So we're psychologically whooping the white man backing up. If you look around, you'll think, there I decline, there I default, there I lose it. That's what that cracker say. We got them closed down all our way. They're using it as office for a garbage place. That's what they look. That's what they're using it for. We whooping this behind, backing up. Backing up, we have not been wrong about nothing. And I'm going to say it, but I don't mean it, of course. Never. We have never been wrong about Boss Man. Well, I mean, never been wrong. Never is a long time. But in the last 30 years, and let's just to be safe, the last 25 years, I'll ask anybody, have they ever heard us make any mistaken forecast or prediction? Hey, we don't have to get there. We're already there. We could stand still and we'll pass Boss Man up because he's down. He's accelerating his decline. Okay, enemy, USA, best days of the morning, worst sell you. Heating, air conditioning. Oh, that was, what's the name? We won't mention that. Our air conditioning unit outside. That was the Iranian. That was a slick Iranian, boy, I tell you. Actually, the set was used. It was used. But one of the guys had bought it. One Iranian had bought it to put it in his big giant restaurant. It didn't fit or something, so he sold it to us. Of course, he's a crooked Iranian. Boy, I tell you, that's crooked Iranian. Yep, it's okay. We have a good feel of the ascending and decline of world powers. Yeah, okay. So we have a good feel. I don't care whether it's in our talks, our lectures, our proposals. We have a good feel for the ascendancy of ourself and other people. So China has been on the ascendancy for decades. We've been talking about China for decades, right? They just talking about them last week when they look up and China then turning from a paper tiger to a big old mountain tiger with, right? Eating up everything in town and eating him up too. I have to give it to China to be able to chew up and devour your opponent and almost ready to digest him, and he just wakes up that he's being chewed up. Not that it's too late. And then he try to organize all his friends, and he's hanging out of the tiger's mouth, and they looking at him. So the Germans is looking at it as a boss man, that you get chewed up. And then they look at, and he trying to, you get on my team. And they saying, so you want me to join you in the tiger's mouth? You want me to go over and get digested? That's what Germany, that's what everybody's looking at him like that. Because they know boss man is not fair. Can you imagine how he double-crossed his friends in front of everybody? And he think they forget it. He really do. It was last 2 months ago, Australia and France. That was just the other day. And he's now saying, well, let's go and charge the light brigade. They looking at them, go ahead, go on down there. We'll be there in a minute, right? That's what they're saying, go on down there.
Or like you said yesterday, you only lost 500,000, we lost millions.
Right, yeah. You mean like Russians?
Well, no, the U.S., they say when the U.S. talks about World War II,
Right.
war, when they talk about
Yeah, World War II.
they talk against Russia, they never mention the millions. They only mention, yeah, we lost 500,000.
500,000. They lost 27, 28 million people. And that's a low count. That's a low count. And remember, this has been going on over and over again. That's why, your luck run out sooner or later. The decline were West and weapons, Sabiqun, in the midst of global part we play. Yeah, this global part we playing. Do not feel alone or deserted. We're playing in the United States. We're playing the number one part in Negro land. We playing our part here. Yeah, we playing our part. It don't make no difference what they say or what they unscrew this or that don't have nothing. They so dumb that, hey man, all they can do is we get more famous. Because see, the way history is, it comes out with, well, that was an analysis in the 80s and analysis in the 90s, and that analysis said this. And it'll be us, what we said. Right? And remember, we're not working to take over nothing. We're working so we say what's right at the right time, and so everybody know we're willing to take a chance and go out front. But we're trying to be in the mix as a